And live. Yes, people, welcome back to another show on your weekly Wednesday Premier League show. Back on Scarf Spurs Talk. And yeah, today we're going to review some games over the weekend. Interesting results that have happened. Uh, Definitely interesting on Monday night. But listen, I'm going to introduce the guests first. John Sinclair from TV. How you doing, John?
Big up to you, Orest. Big up to you, Lee, and thank you so much for having us on. And all good this end, and got back on time, so glad to be here today. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you.
Big up,
And
big
we
up.
do have Gunnar Meads as well. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm all good. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. We're behind enemy lines here. This is quite fun. Honest, yes, it's great to meet you, and it's great to help Harry out as well. John, I've worked with before. He's a top lad, and we're going to have a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go any further, make sure we hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get them numbers up for our friend Harry. Thank you very much.
Of course, of course, of course. Yeah, do smash those likes if you're tuning in now. If you're new and you haven't already, make sure to drop that subscription button. The links for John Sinclair TV will be in the comments. I think I will probably upload. So go subscribe to John and Gunnar Lee as well. So subscribe to those two, and also I have my channel myself, Orest Football, as well. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna review the results over the weekend in the Premier League, game week 36. And first game to talk about, Arsenal 3-0 against Bournemouth. So going to lead, I'm going to go to you.
Yeah.
Your overall thoughts on this performance? Massive win for you guys.
Yeah, it's very, very important win for us to get over the line. Look, I mean, if you're being absolutely realistic about the whole thing, yeah, of course we're relying on City to drop a point somewhere. But Arsenal were very professional on Saturday against Bournemouth. It might have taken a little bit of time to get a goal, and people might have got a little bit frustrated about how long it was taking. But eventually, the opening goal did come, and as did the 3 points, and we got exactly what we needed.
100%. No, 100%. I agree with you, John. Over to you. Like, how massive was this win for Arsenal? And do you think they can still have a chance to win this league? In your opinion?
First off, I mean, it's a massive result for Arsenal. They have to win all their games because Man City's breathing down their necks with a game in hand. But Arsenal's been fantastic this season. They really have. And obviously, Arteta, I was worried about Arteta when he messed up last season. Yeah, and I did say that. But could he be the manager to get Arsenal over? So sure. But what he's done, right? He bought Declan Rice, and that was a massive sign of the season. Yeah. And there is still some players that he still needs a number 9. He still needs a centre forward to make it happen. I believe 29 is going to make it finally. And sorry about that, but you know what? I thought if you look at the Arsenal team, right? I mean, I thought Gabriel Magalhaes has been outstanding at the back in Liba. Ben Rice, bit of a shit housey. I'm not going to lie. Declan Rice has been player of the season for the Arsenal. I'm not going to lie as well. Even Partey, when he plays good as well. And I'm going to be honest with you about Martin Odegaard. I think he's been absolutely fantastic this season as well. And he's one of make things ticking in the midfield. And mate, I mean, look, I look at the Arsenal team, right? I mean, all over the pitch, right? They look solid. Even Raya. I mean, I like Raya a lot in goal, but I still think there's nothing wrong with Aaron Ramsdale, by the way. I can't even lie. But going back on the game, I think Arsenal, again, did what they had to do. 1-3-0, but Bournemouth shall have the goal stood, if you look at it. Never mentioned Saka, by the way. I think Saka's been outstanding this season as well. And, yeah, massive win for Arsenal. In the end, I fully expect Arsenal to win and put pressure on Man City. And I believe Arsenal win their games, but I'm afraid to say I think Man City win their games as well. But will Tottenham do you guys a favour, Lee?
Do you know what? I've already got this planned. I can already see how this one's going to go. And Spurs fans, please be kind to me because I'm an Arsenal fan, right? But hear me out, right? Now, Højbjerg scored a magnificent goal for the Arsenal in the wrong net. Right, this is how I think this is going to go.
Yeah,
I reckon when it comes to next midweek and Spurs versus Manchester City, what's going to happen in the injury time? What's going to happen is there's going to be a corner to Spurs. And right at the end, Højbjerg is going to get another one of them magnificent headers onto it. He's going to score a goal. It's going to be 1-0 to Spurs. In the mid-celebration, what he's going to do is going to run the length of the pitch and he's going to rip up his Spurs shirt to reveal an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah. You never know. You can see what's going to happen. You can see what's going to happen. But
can you see the look I've been given over there? Can you see the look I've been given?
Imagine cheering for Tottenham and also win the league as well. Wow.
Well, I've seen stranger things happen, John. You know I have, mate.
I do.
But in all seriousness, people might write Arsenal off as best as they like, and me and you, I think we're old enough to go way back when everything all happened in Anfield '89, John. So look, I mean, I haven't ruled anything out. I haven't ruled out the Spurs pulling off a. Sorry, was that Thomas the Tank Engine behind us? What was that?
Could be. That's I thought. Sorry.
All aboard! Was it Hype Train?
Hey!
But look, in all seriousness, look, I know Spurs have had a really difficult couple of games, right? And I'm going to go in serious mode now. Yeah. And obviously, the defeat to Liverpool was quite harmful. Poor Ange, I did feel for him a bit there, but he still has to play Manchester City. Yeah, he's still going to have to try and get a result from that game, and wouldn't it be just the most, scripted thing out of FIFA that everyone could ever ask for, that Spurs can pull off a result against Manchester City. Couple of things I want to pull against Arsenal against Bournemouth, and we mentioned Partey briefly. Literally, we've only seen Partey really for the last maybe for the opening month of the season, and maybe the last month or so, less than that, perhaps 3 games. The impact that he's made into our midfield makes us a lot greater. His defensive impact in the midfield. He's a reliable player to have when he's fit, and that's the question. When he's fit, perhaps a few things happened in the game. There was a horrendous challenge on Saka, which I think John brought up a minute ago, which didn't even get looked at by the referee or VAR or anything like that. People wondering why Saka wanders around with the field with a bit of a limp. That's why. It's because people don't look at the fouls that go against. It's like against all the quality players. I mean, I'll refer Son. I'll refer perhaps Fernandez at United. Them quality players. Who else could we talk about over in Newcastle? We got several we could probably talk about there. But perhaps Bruno Guimaraes is another good one. But look, we have to make sure that I don't want to be one that's doing a ref tirade here, but you wonder why Saka's wandering around with a bit of a limp. Yeah, he keeps on getting these tackles. Nothing gets called up on it. And, it's kind of a bit of a sour point, really. But Arsenal managed to get a result. Mm-hmm. I don't know how far you want to sort of dig into the analysis. I'll look for a little bit of guidance from our host, to be fair.
For me, look, Arsenal... they've got 2 big games left, in my opinion. Obviously, one Old Trafford this weekend, which we'll touch on, but I do think we're going to get absolutely smashed by you guys. But yeah, look, for me, with Saka limping, I get it that people like rival fans are posting everything. Oh, he's only doing this because of shouldn't put away his performances. But when you actually watch the match, he does get fouled a lot. And you are right, Lee. He does get fouled a lot, so people have to take into consideration that he gets fouled a lot. Yeah, because when a player is so good at dribbling and was very good on the ball. It's very hard for defenders not to put in a tackle. So, for me, when I look at Saka limping, I think for me, he gets fouled a lot, man. I really do. I don't think he's trying to do this on purpose, trying to hide away his performances. I don't think he's that type of player to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so for me, he gets fouled a lot. And the stats are there as well. Like in the Premier League, they show that Saka is the most fouled player. So, yeah. But those other rival fans that are saying, "Oh, he's doing this to hide away," then you actually need to watch the actual match, not just little clips where he's doing the limping part. So, yeah, that's the thing, because one small video will only take things out of context. So, yeah, that's what I think. But listen, I think it was a brilliant win for Arsenal against Bournemouth. Yes, it may have taken a bit of time, but 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day. So
may I ask a little question?
Sure.
What did you guys think of the penalty that Havertz won to put Arsenal 1-0 ahead? Because some might say he did a bit of a nosedive. Some might say he was being a bit clever. I'll ask the pair of you. What did you think?
I honestly think that it's touch and go. I mean, look, he dangled a leg out, didn't he? And he just went over. Havertz got history for that as well, diving as well. Not gonna lie, but the thing of the matter is, right? I mean, he's just clever, absolutely clever, because that's what got VAR there. They have to check it and see if it's a penalty or not. I know people are saying that he must have dived and con the ref sort of for a penalty because of the cartel. But look, end of the day, right? They have to go through it. I mean, it's got to be clear and obvious before it gets the penalty. Like, you know what I mean? If it's not, then just don't do it. But for me, it's borderline, absolutely borderline, man. But I see them not given neither as well. But the referee gives it and also goes in the lead. Absolutely,
they do, and managed to get a 3-0 win in the bag at the end. One other player I think I'd like to bring up is Leonardo Trossard, who's sort of come into the Arsenal side for the last month and 2 months perhaps. And on that left-hand side, he's provided a bit of experience. He's provided some technical nous, and his goal involvement is sensational. The second goal that he got was a thing of beauty. There's one other player that I should talk about briefly. It's Declan Rice. Have you ever seen such a more graceful player on the football pitch? I'm not sure I have. The spin that Rice had on the ball for setting up Trossard for that second goal was outstanding, and Trossard's finish was one of someone who was in the prime of his career.
Do you know what it is? Trossard is a beautiful player. He really, really is. He's a joy to watch. Scores some crucial goals, man. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, he just keeps going with what he does. Then, you know what? It could be important. I mean, look, Trossard's got to be in the team all the time, and he's got to be there every week. Martinelli's off form. I'm not going to lie. Okay, he's been injured, but hopefully next season you see the real Martinelli. He's only 22, and he is just going to come better. He's just going to be fine. And, but you know what it is, right? I mean, it's all about consistency every single week. This guy finishes really well. You've been after him for months. Now you got him. You got him for what, 28 million quid for this guy from Brighton? Yeah. I think it's an absolute bargain, absolute steal. We could have done with him. We could have done with Trossard.
There's a lot of people could have done with him. Yeah.
Play him on the right hand side. In Miggy Almiron's place, and that would have been sorted. But now we got Gordon and Barnes. Yeah, I'll keep those two. Miggy, I hope he finds a club in Saudi in the summer. I really do. I'm not going to lie. But saying that, we need to update. We're going to come to Newcastle later, and I'm pretty sure about that. But look, I like this. I like your team. I think, you know what it is? We can't call you butter jobs now, but if you look at the games you should have won, Aston Villa at home. If you're beating Villa at home, that was always a difficult game, though, Lee. I think you would have won the league. You would have won the title. But
do you know what? That's been playing on me as well, John. I covered that one live.
That's a killer.
I absolutely covered that live, and it does feel like it's like I said on my show the other day. we're feeling like we're running out of games now, and well, obviously it's a little bit out of hands, but Premier League's got that strange habit of throwing something weird at us, and I mean I don't know if Harry will appreciate me saying that maybe Spurs can help Arsenal win the league, but it could happen. Arsenal have got to look at Spurs versus City. We've got to look at the Fulham game. Fulham against City, and I think believe they've got West Ham as well.
I think Fulham can do something.
Do you know what? Yeah. Willian to score the winner. There you go. That's a story. Story writes itself.
No, but you never know. But
or it won't be.
Leno could keep a clean sheet for you guys. Brand Leno, you know, you just never know.
Who knows?
Yeah. We'll go on to the next game then. We'll obviously, I think when it comes to the last topic, then we'll touch on Arsenal United. Next one, we do have. I mean, we were supposed to have a Brentford fan, but I don't think he's joining. But Brentford did draw with Fulham 0-0. We do have Barney in the chat, so Barney, feel free to say your thoughts in the comments, and I'll put it up. But yeah, I thought it was a bit of not boring, but two teams trying to battle out and points shared for both teams. But yeah, I think my prediction before the game, I think I predicted a Brentford win here, but I said it would be very hard. I said it won't be easy, but yeah. John, what do you think? Do you think this is a good point for Fulham, or what do you think?
For me, I think both sides. So Fulham was safe ages ago, but Brentford needed to win that game just to make sure they stay up properly. But they kind of cancelled each other out in that game, and I was expecting goals between the two sides. I think Fulham looked good going forward, but they haven't got a killer up front. Muniz is a good striker, but he ain't going to get you 20 goals a season. Jimenez is injured, keeps getting injured all the time. But if Fulham's going to do something next season, I don't think they replace Mitrovic properly. They haven't replaced him properly at all whatsoever. And shots, like Barney said, shots and quality, no goals, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Let's be real. I think if Fulham gets a striker in the summer, I think Fulham will be fine. Brentford under Tommy Frank, I think he does Thomas Frank's things. I think Brentford will be fine. Mid-table, FEC's Fulham. They need to get Tonal into a new deal, or they need to get rid of him. I truly believe that they already got a guy from Club Brugge as well. That's already a done deal with a Brazilian lad and big lad, and I think he could make a difference. He could replace Ivan Toney. I think Toney will be gone anyway. Like I said, and Bruno, if I'm pronouncing his name right, I like him. I like this guy, and Bruno. I love him. Newcastle plays on the right. That guy's so direct, and he scores as well. I wouldn't mind taking him from Brentford, do you know what I mean? But I think Brentford, now they've got a striker coming in, pay the club record fee. Fulham desperately need a number 9. They definitely need a number 9. No question about it.
Absolutely agree. Where do you think Tony's going to end up, John?
You know what it is? I've always said I want him back at Newcastle United because I still think he's a good player, and I think he suits an Eddie Howe type of player. Arsenal, for me, I don't think he'll go there now because that's gone quiet, if I'm honest with you. Chelsea definitely need a number 9. Brentford are looking to offload Toney, I'm sure, unless they give him like 1 year extension of his contract there. But for me, I think we definitely need a striker. 110% need a striker. But people are saying that because of his attitude, they wouldn't have him back. And he also said about Newcastle as well, when he scored against us in the Fiji draw couple of seasons again. I was in Italy that day. He silenced Newcastle fans. And you know what? It's a shame that he comes out and say that. That's the bottom line. But he's going to drop from 80 mil to 40 mil. I think Brentford probably take 40, 50 mil for this guy because he's got 1 year left on his contract because I think they know they're not going to get the 80 mil. The guy's come on, he's 28 now. And I think he needs to, for me, I think they need to make a decision on very, very quickly. But I'd love to have Toney back. I really would because he's got unfinished.
It's a good fit.
It'd be a good fit for us.
But
I don't think our owners will get him. Our owners will not buy him. There's just no way. We definitely need a striker. Yeah. People are saying on social media, why do we need 2 strikers? Why do you need 3 strikers in the team? I'll tell you for why. Because our injury record up front ain't great. Isak's injury record ain't great. Callum Wilson's record's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And Lauren in the chat
such a shame
as well. It is, because you know what it is, right? I mean, he's a finisher. If he had an injury-free season, Callum, he gets 25 goals, no problems at all the way we play. The problem is, right, he's injury prone, and that is the thing. And he's been out for what, 3 months? Now Consac scored 2 and 2. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we definitely need a striker coming in, because we cannot go in at the season unprepared in the summer. Because I'll tell you something now, if one of them gets injured, we'll be knackered. We can't have one striker going season. If we go for the top 4, we've got to be on the ball. We've got to be ready. And our fan base is not even talking about this league. They're not even talking about it. Yeah. I'll cover the whole thing. Newcastle is always concentrating on the positives. Yeah. I'll concentrate on the whole thing from top to bottom. Yeah. And that's the thing. So we need to get another striker coming. It could be a young striker. We've got Minte, could we come back from finals from loan? That could help. Yeah. And then midfield-wise, I'll ask you the question, Lee. I'm getting it from both barrels about Sean Longstaff. I'll call him 36. What do you think of Sean Longstaff? That's right. Do you think we're in phase 3, right? We're in phase 3 of the project, right? In the summer. Mm-hmm. Would Sean Longstaff be good enough in phase 3 of the project?
Yeah, I know where you're going on that. I understand where you're going on that. I actually think he's quite a reliable, if not spectacular, kind of player for me, Longstaff. I've seen bits from him where he puts in quite battling performance, but I don't think he's the most spectacular of performers. I think you have some affiliation for him because he's a local lad up there, and I know exactly where you're coming from on this. We have the same thing up at my club with the people were talking about the Hayland boys and all that sort of thing, and maybe there's some sort of funny glasses when we look at them, and then they're it's like Trossard glasses, Trossard, it's these funny glasses that make everything look rosy over in the academy, but maybe sometimes I know what you mean. It's one of them that I know. I think one of the Longstaffs are already gone, if I'm not mistaken. John, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if maybe Newcastle were to move forward, I know what you mean. You want someone a little bit more. I don't like using the word upgrade because that's really unfair.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you know what I mean. I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. I mean, if you've got 3 strikers, now you've got to go into the next bit as well. If you've got a midfield from Newcastle midfield 3, for me, it'd be Bruno, Tonali, when he comes off on the betting ban. And also Joe Linton. That's my midfield 3, right? I mean, Lewis Marley, fantastic. It's only 18, right? I know people raving about this guy, but they're more raving about Kobe Mainu as well. And raving about this guy. This guy's brilliant, right? And we've got Joe Willock. He's out injured at the minute. We need to get a fit Joe Willock coming back in, because I'll give him until next season to fix up. Any more injuries for a long time, then we need to do something. And also as well that who was that? Elliot Anderson, right? I mean, I like his work here. I like his div as well, and he works off of the team. He's so direct and he's trying. But Sean Longstaff, or 36, I like him. Don't get us wrong. I'll agree with you. He works hard and he gives all, but it's going to win me a title. It's going to get us a trophy. Probably not.
Yeah.
And Newcastle fans on social media ain't gonna like us for saying that. They will jump on you.
Right.
Next one.
No, 100%. I'm gonna go through the comments now. We'll get onto this game
for
Barney. Hang on a minute. Okay. Our game of limited chances are a mid-table battle between two sides with not much to play for. Bassi and Diop, excellent, great partnership considering how Tosin's been dropped. Big up to you, Donna. This is well done, Miss Lawrence. Good to see you.
Donna.
Lorraine says, hey guys, I'm going to subscribe to the channel. Big up to you, Lorraine. Tony shot on quality, no Wilson 10. good point. Should have scored the whole of his chance. With Armrose, we need the number 9, John. This summer's a big chance. If we don't get a strike on the defender, we're going to Newcastle right now, actually.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Barney 1, Newcastle 4. John, good, nice win for you lot. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Look, I mean, I'm happy with 3 points, and which is good to keep ourselves in the race for the top 6. We didn't start well. Jack had to make a good save from his foot, and also as well, Bruno could have given a penalty away. Bruno Gamage could have given away a pen, and Dermot Gallagher said it was a penalty. Didn't even get checked off VAR, but the check was complete. And Dan Burn made a brilliant tackle as well in the box. We had to get it right, which he did. And then once Newcastle took control of the game, and if he scored the first goal, it's always going to be key. We've done that. Good finish by Callum Wilson after Marish save. Isak set that straight to him. And then the second goal, lovely work by Wilson. Played it on was going out for a goal kick, kept the ball in, played it into Tino. Tino played to Murphy, and he cut the ball back to 36 into the back of the net. And that's his best game for a long time. I can't lie. And then the third goal, lovely finish by Bruno, absolutely went through the defence and the keeper's rooted. And that was 3-0 game set and done. And then Isak was the pen, his first penalty miss in his Newcastle career. And then he scored 2 minutes later after that. But Matt Ritchie, I didn't know what was he doing. He played out the ball out from corner, and then Burnley scored from it. But I'm happy with 3 points. Eddie changed it to 4-4-2, played both Isak and Callum up top, and it worked. It really did work. And it's good for a manager to change things up, and that's exactly what he did. And let's be honest, happy with 3 points. We just got to win these next 3 games. I think 2 more wins, starting with Brighton, seals the deal. We win Brighton, United get beat off Arsenal. I'll be honest, sorry, I'm not going to be funny, but I think we'll beat you, team, on next week. I think we'll beat you.
You will. No, you will. Because we have no centre backs. People want to tell me Johnny Evans. No. Johnny Evans, listen. No. Because I'm
Keep it PG, guys.
going to watch Johnny Evans get turned around by Bruno Gomes or any other.
Oh, dear.
All day.
For me, I am not trying to watch this nonsense because, listen, we're going to United very, very later because obviously we played on Monday night, so that'll come to the last game. But
yeah,
if we're going to talk about Newcastle, they're going to have Isaac, they're going to have Gordon turning, Casemiro centre. Come on, man. Listen, they've already been us at Old Trafford anyway, so they could do it again. They could do bubble this season. So, yeah, I'm going to leave. What do you think about this 4-1 win for Newcastle against Burnley?
I know this is one I haven't seen a lot of. What I will say is great result for Newcastle away from home as well. In terms of relegation fight, it's a really painful defeat for Burnley, especially with Nottingham Forest putting up a decent fight as they did. But I don't know. It's for Newcastle. I will say that it's been a quite a tough season actually. Where you having a lot of games, having the Champions League the Champions League round games to do, and everything like that. It feels like much like ourselves, right? When you're in that Champions League, there's so much games, you feel like your squad gets stretched to an extent where it almost gets broken. Of course, they're dealing with a lot of injuries as well, as we've spoken about before, John. But in terms of this result here, I think it's a class result away from home, and like you say, if you win your last couple of games of the season, you might be looking at the European places again.
Yeah, let's hope so, because I know United fans are saying that they don't want to be in Europe this season. They want to play in Europa League. Getting people sent to us on DMs and messages say, "Oh, I'd rather Newcastle went in the Europa League. We're not bothered." But the thing is, though, you can't come out and say things like that, You've got to be there. If you're in the Europa League, you're in the Europa League for a reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're playing
yeah.
Europe. The fans was playing Europe as well. The trouble is, I'm not going to say it now, right? Some of the arrogance in English clubs are saying, I don't want to play in Europa Conference. I don't want to play in Europa League. Yeah, that's just arrogance, man. Do you know what I mean? I want to play in every single competition. If that means playing in the B-Tech of European football or the C-Tech of European football, that's where we are. Simple as that, you know? I want to go to Europe, yeah? It's for the fans as well, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you don't play a third string side in the Europa Conference, you know what I mean? You got to play your strongest team. Do you know? Otherwise, you're going to pay a couple of grand to see the reserves. I ain't having that. So don't cheat the fans. If you're in the Europa League, I think it's a good competition for us. It's a competition we can win, but we just got to keep going.
Yeah, we've got coming from Lorraine says if we don't get a striker and a keeper and a defender at Newcastle, we have a repeat of 23-24 if we get injuries.
Facts, because the fact is, right, I mean, you look at it, I mean, I look at the team, right? I mean, look, I like Miguel Miron, right? I think he needs to be away. Jacob Murphy, he works hard for the side. Yeah, he's been there since 2017, now it's 2024. He's going to hit the heights. I think he's reached his level. Yeah, I think Jacob Murphy's reached his level. Yeah, I mean, if you play for a big club 7 years and you don't improve, there's a problem. But I do like Jacob, by the way. He had a good game Saturday, to be fair, but that was his level. Yeah. Look at the midfield. Sean Longstaff. Look, I like him, graphs, but again, that he reached his level. Yeah. I look at the back four. Paul Dummett. He can go in the WWE for all I care. He's been a great servant, but he can go in the WWE. And the reason I said that, because he cost us the game against Everton, right? And
bit of wrestling.
Bit of wrestling. Ashley Young, grapple there.
Yeah. You know my wrestling gimmick, John. You know I love it.
Yeah, you do. Tell you what, I'm surprised you didn't body slam the guy because he would have been slammed. You know what I mean? But you're all right. But nah, don't even cheat, man. Look, bro. Yeah. I mean, look. I think he needs to be away. If anyone wants to offer 100k for target, he can go as well. And the out of contract. Oh, Ryan Face can go as well. Out of contract players for me, for like Jeff Hendrick, he can go. I like Dominic, he can go. You know, there's others can go as well. I'm not going to lie.
Curious as well is going, isn't he? I think John. Yeah.
Curious is going to Italy. Yeah, he's going to Italy. Yeah. And that's a done deal where he's going to go to. We have to wait and see. And you just see what happens. So wait till the summer, and we've got to get the players in early. In fact, get the players in early, and then be prepared.
It's a shame it's not always as easy as that, isn't it? But I get what you mean. It's not as simple pressing the buttons on your phone, is it?
Exactly, man.
Which it was.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, for me, look, I think it's a very good result for you guys because especially you had the injuries of your back foot and still somehow to win. Whereas a manager of mine likes to say injuries. So listen, fair play to you lot. But my manager likes to make excuses with a lot of injuries and it's nonsense, which I will get onto. But listen, man, at least Newcastle, they don't have any excuses. Not when they got injuries, they got players who will just give everything at the best. So, whereas we don't. But yeah,
because I went to Bournemouth. Went to Bournemouth last season, and one fan had a go at Kieran Trippier, saying that you were awful. And then Trippier asking, we got injuries, blah, blah, blah. I was pretty close to that as well, right? One guy, the fans had to go with him for questioning Trippier. And I'm thinking, he always have to question. Do you know what I mean? But he did apologise. The trouble is with our fan base as well, right? Some of our fan base, right? That some of us just so touchy. Do you know what I mean? So touchy. And I think they need to, some of them need to take a chill pill right now. Do you know what I mean? And let people have an opinion and let people say how it is they need to. I mean, look at Emerson Royale, right? He got absolutely roasted on social media by the Tottenham fans on Tottenham Hospital webpage. He did. Yeah. And one of them said that he ain't good enough. There's people like him who's going to cost Spurs trophy set, etc. Right? He should not have made 100 appearances for the club. What had to go at him? None of the Spurs fans had to go at the people that go at Emerson Royale. But if Sean Longstaff made 100 appearances, right, and we say like one too many set, etc., they will be on your case.
Yeah, no, 100%. But listen.
Yeah, move on.
fair play to you guys. But Burnley, I mean, yeah, I expect them to go down, and
Yeah.
well deserved, man. Because for me, I've always said, company, man. Like, I'm sorry, but I've always said to company, change up your system. For me, like, he's been always doing this little old system they used to do for Championship, change up a bit, but he's kept it naive and still hasn't changed anything. So yeah, for me,
I
they got
I admire him for sticking with his beliefs, but I know what you're saying. It's one way of playing pretty football, but it's not exactly been giving them the results, is it?
no, yeah, exactly, 100%. Next game, I mean, we've got Sheffield United versus Forest, but we all expected well Forest to win this, but I mean, if you look at the table, they're only 3 points above Luton. Now this is a big one because this relegation battle can come to the last day. Obviously, we are expecting Luton fans to join in about 15 minutes or so. But listen, with Forest winning, how do you guys see this? Do you guys see Forest staying up or Luton managing to stay up? But this is tight. This is very tight.
Oh, I think that City ground is going to be fantastic against Chelsea. It will be. Yes, they're 4 points unsuccessful, but one thing I will say, Forest are going to be well up for it. They could do us a favour by beating Chelsea. If they do that, then it helps Newcastle a lot. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a draw that game anyway. I think Forest will be up for it, but Chelsea have clicked at the right time, but it's too little and too late. Scoring goals for fun. Cole Palmer, out of this world, yeah. I'm sure we're going to talk about him. But on this game, I mean, Callum Hudson-Odoi scored 2 pearlers. Absolutely 2 pearlers, man. What a player. I mean, he's the one who's going to keep them up. Do you know what I mean? And I just think he's going to get to better. I hope that if Forest stays up, I think he should do another year with Forest because he needs game time, yeah. And I'm not sure if he's going to be playing though because he's on loan and he's on loan against Chelsea. He won't be playing again, so he'll be unavailable for that game. And you got Morgan Gibbs-White. He needs to be on this. He needs to be on this game again because doing a relegation dogfight. I believe they win this game and Burnley loses, they'll be relegated. And Luton as well. They need to beat West Ham, which I believe. I think they will beat West Ham. I think they will do. Luton's going to be up for it. So Forest ain't completely safe yet at all whatsoever. Forest got to go to Burnley next week, and that's a must-win game for them. And they're going to be well up for it as well. So, it was a betting guy. As things stands, I'm going to say Luton to stay up, Forest to be relegated.
Oh, that's a big shout. That's a big shout.
What do you think, Ganelli? What do you think?
What I think in this game in particular, Sheffield United Forest, I'll give props for Forest for responding after going the goal down. They did play some good football during the game as well. They managed to respond quite nicely to the setback. Callum Hudson-Odoi, you mentioned him a minute ago, was the difference maker in the match. He's a stand-up player in that Forest side. That's for sure. I would go out on a limb and say I think out of everybody that survives, I think it's going to be Forest. I think Forest will just get out of it. We shall see. There's not many games to go, is there? Not many games to go at all now.
Not many.
But I think this was a crucial one for them. If they was to have any chance anyway, yeah. Obviously, with United already down, they had to get the away win here. They managed to recover from conceding the penalty to have a pretty good game themselves. I saw highlights of this one, and it was a good game and a good performance for Forest, especially away from home as well.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. But for me, in terms of who's staying up, something tells me Luton stays up. Because I rate Luton. For me, the way they've been this season, I rate Luton like that. Rob Edwards. I just the way they set up recently, like overall, I don't see no other fans have nothing against Luton, but for me, with Forest, obviously with their whole, I don't know if you guys seen it, but that club is embarrassing. They've got their own referee analyst, and all. I think he's left now, anyways. But
He's gone. Yeah. Clattenburg.
Mark Clatterman, he's gone.
Yeah.
Waste
they're
of
all.
time.
Yeah, they're
Completely
all.
utter waste of time. That.
I think if you guys saw that famous tweet where they had the admin tweeting that they thought the VAR referee was a Luton fan. That was hilarious, man. But listen, Forest. I mean, I know Forest round this weekend will be absolutely hectic. But will it be enough for them to beat Chelsea? Who knows? Who knows? Because I think Luton. I don't know who do Luton play this weekend. I actually forgot, but I'm gonna check now who Luton got. Because I know they got West Ham in the last game of the season.
Sounds right.
Oh, right. So, okay, so West Ham. Okay, yes, and they got Fulham. Oh, okay, cool. With David Moyes' future, you never know with Luton. They could get some in this match, but we'll see. But no, listen, in terms of this match, obviously Forest need to get the 3 points. They were playing against a team that's already relegated, but obviously, if you're looking from Sheffield's perspective, they could have said to themselves, you know what, guys, even though we're already down, let's try and get as much points as we can in our remaining games. But looks like they didn't. But yeah, I mean, look, watch them sack Chris Wilder. I mean, the appointment himself, it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense just to bring Chris Wilder back. That the right clubs think to themselves, bringing someone back is gonna do something like point someone, then sacking them, then bringing them back. It's not gonna help out. So. Yeah, we'll leave it.
I mean, it's trying to want the impossible to happen, isn't it? Under Chris Wilder there, to be fair.
It's like Newcastle getting Steve Bruce back, man. They don't need him back, man. They don't need him back. In it, John.
I'm sure John's going to appreciate Steve Bruce's mention.
Oh,
Bruce,
man.
Bruce.
Where's he coming?
Good game, good, marvellous. Steve.
Oh,
John, I was just comparing because Sheffield not getting, but like when they had Chris Wilder, but yeah, it doesn't work out. Like even some United fans, they think that we should be getting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back, which we shouldn't. No, we should not.
No, not for me.
I said the first time that didn't work. I didn't understand it.
I will touch you now very soon.
Not for 60, me.
Yeah.
I mean, 5-1 against Wolves. Yeah. Haaland 4 goals. I mean. Yeah, Lee, obviously, I'm pretty sure you was a Wolves. I mean, I was a Wolves fan before the game, but yeah, as soon as they made it 2-0 up, TV off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the fun thing about this one. I was broadcasting this live on my channel, and it got very painful, to be fair. And Haaland, I think, had one of his best games of the season. Everything he was touching was going in the back of the net. I mean. Yeah. In fairness to Wolves, they started the first 5 to 8 minutes okay, but then but Man City do what Man City do, right? They as my broadcast partner says often, Bosch Bertie, they go on to like beast mode, if you like, and they become unplayable to a point. And I mean, there was some silly moments in there. I think the penalty was unnecessary. But I admire the way that City play on the pitch. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily like what they're doing off the pitch. I really sincerely think that that's only going to come back and bite them anytime soon. Bear in mind, Richard Scudamore did say that the result of that inquiry is going to be out anytime soon. I wouldn't thought they would want it to go to that last day. I don't think they want it to go to 19th of May, and we're not knowing what's going on. I really don't. But carry on, John. Carry on, John, mate.
Sorry. The thing is, right? I mean, look, they stepped up where they really matter. I knew City will win, right?
Yeah.
But 5-1 off of Wolves to put a fight of it. But Erling Haaland,
they were good against Arsenal as well, John.
Oh, they were really good. They were really good. And you know what? Erling Haaland absolutely done Wolves, yeah. It could have been more, but luckily Wolves are safe anyway. You know, I don't think Gary Neville's going to be bothered that much, but they caught it very bad year. But they are going to win all their games, I'm afraid to say. So will Arsenal. But I think if City mess up, then It's game set and done. I hope you win it, Lee. I hope you win the title, man.
Man
I
City
hope
could
you win again.
well, depending how results go. So let's say City beat Fulham. And let's just say we beat Arsenal. City could actually win it at Tottenham Stadium, you know. Like mathematically, they could actually win the league when they play Tottenham. So, and then if that happens, I'm pretty sure all the Spurs fans will be doing a pitching range for that because they'll be on City's side. So
it'll be the most Spursy thing ever, wouldn't it, mate?
Yeah, they'll do a pitching range, man. Spurs, Man City.
They'll release a DVD on it as well. That's what they do.
Daniel leave, man. But listen, Fulham, we are with you this Saturday, mate. Bernd Leno. What do you have for your former club, for your former fans? What do you have for them? Fulham overall. Listen, Barney, I wish he was here, but I know you're in the comments. But for me, listen, if Fulham can hang tight, if they don't concede early, then you just never know in this Premier League. You just never know. It could be 0-0 draw 1-1. But Fulham, I rate Fulham a lot, man. Mark Silva this season, I just rate the way they've been playing. But as in terms of City, I mean, they've got Fulham, Tottenham, and West Ham.
Yeah,
there are points to be dropped in my opinion, but
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So some might say there's more chance of Man City dropping points at Fulham than there is a Spurs doing something at White Hart Lane. No disrespect to of course Harry and everyone who are big Spurs supporters here. I know I'm in dangerous territory here, guys. I've got my hat on, I've got my armour on, and everything. But I would love to see it. I'd love to see Fulham. Course, the big upset. They're more than capable. There are good players there. Imagine Willian doing something for Fulham. So I told you he was a good player, didn't I?
You did.
So who knows? Who knows? Football's a strange thing, isn't it, guys? We've seen it so often. We get the unexpected result in the old title race. It's been a hell of a season, to be fair, and for us. On my side, to be going in with like still 2 games to go of the season, we're wondering that this time last year we literally blew ourselves up in the foot and we were struggling and it was too late. But it's quite interesting to see it going down to the last couple of weeks of the season, and it's not all doom and gloom on the Spurs side as well. By the way, I want to make sure I say that as well, because with Aston Villa dropping points over this weekend, it's almost like opening that little door for potential Champions League places there as well. So that if that's not motivation enough for our friends across North London to go ahead and beat Manchester City, I don't know what is.
We will see. We will see in how City 3 games. But we got them in the cup final as well. So
yeah,
that's going to
be a good.
For me, something tells me City picks up injuries. I'm not even trying to say this I'm not trying to say this on purpose, but there could be injury. For me, I say this, but they have the depth. They still have the depth to replace their players that get injured. So, without further ado, I'm going to add our Luton fan Stepsy. Hi there, Stepsy.
Yeah, good man. How are you?
Stepsy.
Good to see you.
How you doing, all right, lads?
Yeah, he's
all good,
man.
man.
You good?
Yeah, not bad, John. How are you, man?
I'm great, man. Just just working hard and done 2 shows last 2 days. I did one with Natty and I've also done one with Dan Potts.
Nice.
Yes. How do you all right?
It's really good, mate. It's nice to meet you on the stream here. How you been? You all right? Yeah, I think we have. Yeah.
Last time I met you, but I met John before, so
yeah.
Yes,
nice.
you have, man.
Great, Mark.
Yay! Yeah.
Fresh
Fleshy, man.
Freshy. But yeah, we got Stepsy. But yeah, as I was saying, City, listen, they 3 games left. They've got obviously Fulham.
Who's their game in hand? All right, so who's their game in hand?
It's
Spurs.
Tottenham, yeah.
It's Spurs, is it?
Yeah. Tottenham, yeah.
Spurs.
Yeah, Barney.
Of course, they've not got a great record over at White Hart Lane.
Man City ain't got a good. Man City ain't got a good record at the new stadium, but I can't see him losing any game really. Man City can't see him losing any game.
I don't know.
I've got a hope, haven't I?
You got hope. Well, of course you have. Of course you have. I mean, Arsenal fan, you've got hope. But no, I mean, to be honest with you, City dominate. I mean, they went to Wolves and basically it's like a training match for them. They just played the ball around. Haaland got 4 goals, and he still complained when he came off. But nah, he's. I mean, they're this kind of record, Man City, but with like 6 or 7 games to go, they just wrap it up and go. You know what? We're going to win every game now.
Yeah,
They have a wobble. They'll wobble around about November, December, January. They have a sort of wobble. Let people think they're running away with it, and then all of a sudden they just come steamrolling back.
Yeah, 100%. But let's move on to the next. Well, I said next game, but obviously we had to skip it out because obviously you weren't there. But Friday, it didn't go well for Stepsy, but I think when we delved into the Forest game against Sheffield, me and Gunnar Lee said that was it you as well, John?
There was so much hype around
Luton,
Yeah. I saw that game. It's a lovely equaliser, Adebayo, lovely equaliser. Penalty went for VAR. He is classed. He's the guy who's 6'4", and he got Morris as well.
He plays the ball. He holds the ball up so well, and his footwork is so class. It's just second on. We've missed him so much over the course since Christmas. We have missed him. No one's signed him. He's staying with us. There's no chance, but he's staying with us.
Exactly.
He's.
Give us 2 minutes, guys. I'm going to come back. 2 minutes.
No worries, John.
You see, when he comes back, he gives a whole dimension to Luton. It's like it's not all about Morris. It's all about shit. We've got to contain Adebayo now. And when Lukonga plays the ball over to Lockyer for the Luton goal, it was sure class. He just put the ball down, smashed it, and there's no chance Pickford was going to get that. If Pickford stood in the way of it, he'd have been in the back of the net with the ball. That's
the best ball Lukonga's ever played in his life in this country.
And to be fair,
it was a great pass.
The penalty was stupid. The penalty was stupid. I mean, what Menji was doing was he so resting Braithwaite?
It was literally WWE.
What the thing was, made it even worse when Braithwaite, when they let go of Braithwaite went down like a sack of shit to get a penalty. He let go, and then all of a sudden he went, "Oh, I'm going down now." But it was a penalty. I'm not going to say
Is
nothing.
There still a chance? Is there still a chance, Stepsy?
Huh?
Is there still a chance for you guys to?
Without the chance. If we go to Sheffield Wednesday and get a point, if we go to West Ham,
Sheffield Wednesday.
If we go to West Ham, sorry, I've been talking to loads of fans today.
I think you can get
You've been going the wrong way, mate.
If we go to West Ham, get a point or get a win, and Norwich and Northern Forest have got to go to Spuds, haven't they?
No, they played Chelsea at home. They played Chelsea.
Yeah, they got to play Chelsea. Chelsea on a run now. What have they done? What have they done in midweek?
Yeah,
brilliant. If we get a point, it goes down to the final day. There's 2 points in it then. But I reckon we get a win at West Ham. West Ham are in shit street. West Ham are in shit street. Moyes is done there. The fans have already said Luton are going to come to our place and smash us. Luton will come to our place.
Luton will win there, you know.
Because West Ham fans have said Luton got something riding on this. They need the points. They're going to smash us.
I think Luton will win this, you know.
We've got a good chance of going to West Ham and getting something. I really do.
I'm looking at the goal difference. I think a draw would be not good for Luton. If we get a draw and say Chelsea and then Chelsea win. Yeah, Chelsea win.
Nottingham Forest get nothing, and then Burnley get something at Spuds, then Burnley will have something to play for as well as the Forest, as well as us. So them two got to play each other last day of the season, and we were out of the mix, mate. We just got to play Fulham and get a win, and we're up.
Yeah,
could go anyway, couldn't it?
Oh, tight.
Like, as long as Nottingham Forest get fuck all on Saturday and we get something, we're in it.
You're back in the race. Again. I think steps it. I think you do well.
They get nothing and we get a point. There's 2 points in it. We can still do it.
Yeah. 100%. But no, listen, I still reckon Luton have a chance. For me, I'm still defending.
I still reckon we should have had 3 points over at St James's Park before that foul.
I'm still backing Luton.
Goal. For your fourth goal, that was a foul.
I've always
on
said
Barney.
this.
It's good for you.
I'm
It's
gonna
good for
Don't
you.
you get me started.
No, well, you scored 97-minute goal against us. That should have scored. There's only 96 minutes. You got a 97-minute Rice goal. Don't you start?
Love it, love it, love it.
That's what it's all about. Better laugh, better laugh.
Oh, I don't mind, mate. I mean, this season's been a roller coaster, and if we stay up and we get more money for it, then
It's been amazing. And you got to say, Luton, I think, have been exceptional. I mean, first time in the Premier League. You got to give them credit. I mean, that
took a bit of time to adapt, but we adapted first. Before them clubs that come up, we're the first side to adapt.
And credit to them and credit to their fans as well. It's a great old fashioned ground. It's a very, very loud ground over at
Very loud, electric,
that's what's kept your season going. I think
when you get under the lights there,
yeah,
dark night and there's lights above it, the electricity in that ground it's amazing. I'm going to miss it when it goes.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I just hope when we move, we can keep the atmosphere going in the new place. But
it's a difficult one to do. It's a difficult one to do.
Very difficult.
But with your passionate fan base that you've got, I'm sure you'll be able to maintain the kennel with roar. I'm sure of that. Absolutely.
We tried to do it at St James Park, but you're so up in the gods there. Tell you what, I was there twice. I went there for the FA Cup where we beat us 3-1. I went to the full draw. I swear I saw God at one point. I looked up and God?
Yeah. I think they call him Alan Shearer over there, mate.
Yeah, he's a balding bastard as well. I can't stand that bloke. He's an arsehole.
I don't know what you mean.
Alan Shearer states us to the ground. He don't think we belong there. Just like Garth Crooks don't think we belong there. Just like half the population of the fucking Premier League don't think we belong there. But we're there on merit and we deserve to be there.
Yeah. I think
and everyone wrote us off. But we're the ones that are holding up that table. We're the ones that are selling it. Sheffield are gone. No, everyone thought Sheffield would be better than us. Everyone thought Barney would be better than us. But they're fighting, but we're in a better position than they are.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you look at the players you've got, right? You got Ross Barkley, and you got Barney as well. And you got.
I just hope Benga's back. I mean, he's been out touch and go, but we've got Lukonga back. We got Bark is still playing. Adebayo's back fit, which was a big plus.
Huge.
We missed him so much.
Yeah, I truly believe you need him back. You need him back big time because I tell you what, you get him back, I think you may just stay up. And I hope you do because Luton's been a breath of fresh air for the outside. You know what I mean? Rob Ed's done a big up job. He's done a fantastic job for you guys. And long may it continue because if he keeps you up, then he knows what's needed next time. He's going to improve on the players or you need. And
the big
that's what he needs.
Is if we manage to stay up, we're definitely going to keep Barkley.
100%.
And we might even be able to sign Lukonga on a cheap from Arsenal. So it's all this and buts. But
I think that's very possible.
The main one we want, if we stay up, is getting Sammy Smollix through the door. If we stay up, Sammy Smollix will definitely sign for us. There's no Brentford, whatever. He knows that he comes to us, he's going to play week in, week out.
You get a lot of money for staying up as well, Steps. So that's
you get over 100, over 100 mil again if you finish in 17th or upwards. It's more. So I'll take it because we need that money for players.
Well, even if they do go down, you've still got parachute payments. To
but it's over,
well.
that's over 3 seasons. You don't get the full lot. You get over three seasons. If you say that we get first season, you go down. Second season and third season. When you're down for the fourth season, you get fuck all.
Yeah.
So you have to basically take that money you get, and spend it and get back up because there's no way you can overspend there. So I want to stay up. Preferably. Okay. Right, just check. End the story. Luton for the conference, all the way to the Premier League. Stayed up. Job's good. Chapter's closed.
Yeah,
absolutely. Bring on the Champions League.
Oh, that's next, mate. That's next.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Championship in the Champions League? Can you imagine?
Barney says, agree, Steps. I feel you need to win against us. I stand any hope of staying up and a point in next game.
Point next game and Nottingham Forest get nothing, then we need to beat you to have any chance of staying up. But I think if we manage to get 3 points as West Ham and Nottingham Forest get nothing, then it's game on.
Yeah.
That's the big
Right.
one, isn't it?
Let's get into the other games. Right. So where was yeah, okay. Brighton 1, Villa 0.
Well, Villa were shocking, weren't they? I've never seen Villa play that badly since since the beginning of the season when they had a little wobble. But away from home, they haven't been the best. But they were really bad the other day. I thought, is this the Aston Villa I've been watching in the Premiership? This is West Ham, the Villa I've been watching in the Conference League. No, it wasn't.
Yeah. But Lee, what do you make of this game? Like, do you agree with Steps how
I do agree completely. Actually, I think Villa are very, very unlike themselves there. I don't know what it was that they just couldn't get it together. Could they really? I think that the stepping goalkeeper is Olsen. I think pretty much kept the score there.
Great save, but obviously the rebound was straight to Pedro, and it was unlucky really. But you can see this. You can see on his face the way he sunk after he saved it, and then I feel sorry for him that the rebound fell straight back to Pedro.
Absolutely, and like I said, anyway, with Villa competing for that Champions League spot, which they clearly want to try and go for, and I'd be so pleased for Unai if he manages to achieve it, because he would have done it on merit. But I think
do you think in your eyes, do you think you let Emery go too soon?
So in my eyes, I wasn't a big fan of him anyway. I know he had a long stretch.
I was going to say he'd done a lot in other countries.
Yeah, his record is without question, particularly in the Europa League.
With Seville, yes.
Yes, precisely.
They're like Seville, like the stakeholders of the European League. They win it all the time.
Yeah. with Unai, we got to a stage where it looked like, I think it's the wrong time, wrong place for Unai. I think Arsenal were in a place here where we were still ruining the time or the latter years of the Arsene Wenger era.
Do you think you've stayed with Arsene Wenger too long?
Probably.
Probably,
but that's no disrespect to Arsene, because
no. I
think
I've spoken to a lot of Arsenal fans. They said maybe he should have gone a few seasons before. Maybe it was a few too many years, but
it might have been nice for me. It might have been nice for say Arsene, if you wanted to bow out after the cup final against Hull. That might have been good.
Yeah,
but then he still had to manage the side sort of rebuilding and being careful with the big move to the Emirates and trying to keep the books up to date, if you like. And that would have been tricky. And I'm sure it would have frustrated him too. He's even said it himself. I've had to sell a class player here, there.
Well, Fabregas and Barney must have hurt loads of Arsenal fans.
Oh, absolutely. Them ones that really sting.
And Gael Clichy to Man City, Adebayo to Man City.
Yeah,
all them ones. Exactly. Them ones just they hurt.
They do, and as did when them players like your Clichés and your Adebayors go to someone like City and do very well, and then they start picking up trophies, and you're thinking, why isn't it us? Well, I mean, it's. I know some Arsenal fans will absolutely roll their eyes at me when I say the word project, but when I know they will. And you can come at me if you want to. But look, I always felt that.
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah, I think he's gone. Yeah.
Hang on, wait.
I've been kicked. There we go.
It's tough. Get tough.
Yeah, go on. I was just saying, projects.
No worries. Yeah, I mean, we got from where we were to, so we're completely away from the Arsene Wenger era, and we're sort of working our way towards Arteta and completely turning over his squad now. This is his squad, and whether they pick up the trophy at the end of the season or not, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. it's quite fun to see in the last couple of weeks of
I
it.
like your take on this. Right, there's a lot of Arsenal fans that say seconds is okay because it's a step in the right direction. No, right, you've been second, you've been third, you've done all that. The next step is win that win the trophy. If you don't win the Premiership, it's a step back. You've done all the groundwork. You've bottled it a couple of seasons. Fair enough. We all know about the bottle job, but but now. You are now in the prime position to win that trophy. If you don't win it, it's not.
We're not in a prime position to win it.
It's backward because you are now in that prime position to pick it up.
We're not in the prime position to pick it
I
up.
think you are.
Because,
I mean, the next step is for you to win it.
And I'll tell you why. It's because although Arsenal have got the points on the board, we are still looking for City to drop points for us to do it. That's why. And I tell you. The game that possibly would have done us, and we'll probably talk about it. All aboard, the one that's probably done it was the Aston Villa game, but even that, yeah, they did. They were very clever. They got us on a break.
They knew exactly what they're doing.
Exactly, very very clever.
Yeah,
and again, Unai, credit to him for doing it, but. Is it a step back if Arsenal don't win this league? No, I still think we're on the way forward.
That's
just me. But for people who don't know me and not altogether familiar with me, look, I've been having this row with my broadcast partner all season long,
yeah.
right? And Posh Bertie would love to jump on Arteta any moment. That I'm off the camera, right?
Yeah.
He literally did it in front of my eyes in one of our shows this week. It's all in jest. It's all part of a bit, right? But it's like I don't know what more Arteta could have done.
Do you think Arteta's playing a sort of Pep style of football, or do you think he's actually coming to his own now? Because a lot of people are still saying that he's trying to play that tiki taka that Pep does, and you haven't got the players to do it.
No, I think he's playing his brand of football. He's doing things his way. It's not, you can probably take on board what Pep's done. He probably takes on something that Arsene Wenger would have done. But having him as our club captain for as long as he did, I think that's what the best managers do. They take on advice from some of the very best they work with.
From everywhere. They're on the phone.
Absolutely.
They take
Absolutely. And even behind
they
the
do it all
scenes
themselves.
Well.
They take it from when they used to play, for people they've coached with, for people they played with. They take it all on board, and then they come a manager and think, well, I can take this on board, what I've learned, and mould it.
Absolutely. And I only see Arsenal getting bigger and better. It's like. So if we're talking Champions League real briefly, I think for anyone who's to think that we were Arsenal, we're going to go and do something incredible this season. Look, we got past Porto and got to the quarterfinals. That is another step in our us moving forward. And I think we mentioned earlier on about qualifying for these big European competitions. Absolutely everybody will be aiming for them big top positions, whether it's top four or Europa or a conference or whatever, because it's a step up. It's the case of getting more revenue money. It's more money in the turnstiles. It's about improving the profile of your club, and you're more. What's the word I'm looking for? You're more tempting to go into if you're in the transfer window. If you're in Europe, whatever of Europe,
all these big clubs, all these big players want to play in Europe. There's no doubt about it, because they want to make sure they get in the World Cup squad or the European squad or Copa America squad, whatever one. They want to be in that. They want to be that window, so that the people that watch it week in, week out on the TV or in the stands, then people that watch the players, they want to be in that squad and they want to be there in the squad on merit, and that's why they want to be in the Champions League. But going back to Newcastle for a minute, because what you touched on, are you happy with your position at the moment, or because you finished fourth last season, a lot of Newcastle fans were expecting you to carry that on? Are you just hoping that you qualify for Europe, or would that be a bad season for you in your eyes?
For John?
Oh, sorry. What's the question again?
Was
Sorry.
it Newcastle finished fourth last season, and big achievement? Do you think that was too soon for Newcastle to finish fourth? Because the fans would expect that all the time now. Or are you just hoping that you finish fourth? Are you just hoping you finish in Europe now, and that'll be a good season?
That's a great question. I think finishing fourth, I think we've done it too early last season, to be fair. And I think we done it a bit too early. I think we went ahead of ourselves. It's good to finish fourth, get Champions League. And you know what? We did fantastic. Yeah.
You're robbed.
I thought it was a year early. We definitely robbed as well against PSG. I'm glad they're out anyway.
Good point.
And it's always going to be a steady progress, yeah. But we did have enough squad, enough players to cope with the Premier League, the Carling Cup, the FA Cup, Champions League. And we did have a squad that withheld it. And we had the injuries as well, which didn't help at all. Yeah. Hopefully, Europa League is the best competition for us if we get there. Next season, I feel we should push on for the Champions League again, because if you get qualified for the European Cup this season, and then you have a steady season and do well in the European Cup, you'll qualify for Champions League if you win it. If you win the thing,
so if you don't have it, so if you have a dicky sort of season, a mediocre season where you're finishing 8th, 9th, but you're still in Europe, there's a chance to get the Champions League by winning it.
Yeah.
So there's always ifs and buts, but I love Newcastle as a club. I mean, I've watched them from the good old days when Aspria was there. And,
Kevin Keegan days, nice.
Yeah, Aspria when he was there.
I don't want to be finishing. I don't want to finish 8th and 9th again. I really don't. I mean, look, at the end of the day, right? We should be competing. Yeah, and let's be honest with you, right? I mean, next season, yeah. I mean, you got hopefully European football, yeah. We should be aiming top 4. If we don't qualify for Europe, okay, cool. I'll be disappointed. Then we've got no excuses to go for the top 4. But we got we need to get players coming in. We need about 4 or 5 more players coming in the summer.
The problem that is you've got to sell to get players in because the FFP will and all that. Because you're a big multi club now, biggest one of the richest in Europe. Now you've got to sell and rebuild and get players in. English players would be good to start with, and then bring a few foreigners.
I agree. You're going to have to do something about it, Stepsy, because look, we need. I know Bigger's going to go.
That line is so clear.
Yeah, that's the thing. Look, I mean, we have got to do something like in the summer, and we've got to get rid of players who are not good enough. I'm talking about, I like Sean Longstaff. We need to upgrade on this guy. I know you don't like the upgrade word, but we need to upgrade on him. Miggy, Jake and Murphy, Ryan Fraser, hopefully Matt Target, Paul Dummett. It's going to be hard getting rid of all of them at the same time.
I think Burns needs to go as well, because, I mean, we tore Burns apart both games against you. He ain't got no pace, no nothing. I just don't think he's got it anymore.
I keep down Burns
the pace of the Premier League is now, because the pace of the Premier League is getting quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
Every season, that it gets quicker and quicker. I mean, the best player you've had, and a lot of people saw it, when Barnes came back, he came back on the pitch, mate, and he started scoring, steering defences apart.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Quicker and quicker. The league's getting quicker and quicker.
Yeah. I mean, I expect the real Harvey Barnes to stand up next season. I really do. I don't want to see any injuries from this guy next season. Yeah, not just him. We're talking about Callum Wilson if he stays. You know what I mean? But we need to give it a go. We've got to start well. We've got to stop losing games. We've just got to go there and give it a real go next season. I really do. If we do that, and then we get top 4. We don't lose stupid games like you guys. Can't beat Luton home and away. Forest couldn't beat at home. Bournemouth couldn't beat at home. That's the problem. That is the problem. We did top 4, but yeah, we see what happens, man. We see what happens, guys.
No worries. No worries. That's fine. Let's get on to the games because we've got 3 games left. Chelsea, they managed to beat West Ham 5-0. Well, David Moyes.
When you start with Chelsea, I mean, they've had one of the most different seasons of the season. I mean, they win, lose. They draw Burnley. They managed to get a scrappy win against us, our place. They're just so inconsistent. But it seems like now they've just turned a corner. They're getting some victories now that are important because they've just gone back above your club now.
Yeah,
They've just gone above Man United now, so they're on the cusp of getting Europe. They could get if they make a run for it now with 3 games to go. They win their 3 games. They're in Europe. Conference League maybe, but it's still Europe.
Yeah,
And I think this is a statement. West Ham being West Ham, who are a good side. I mean,
yeah,
I think Moyes done by playing the old guard against them was wrong. I think when they were losing last time, they should brought on the younger squad, the youngsters they've got, because they're going to be the new blood that the new manager's going to push in then next season. The young blood that was on the pitch. They called for the young blood to come on. He didn't do it. What Moyes was doing, I don't understand. But Chelsea took full advantage of that and ran riot. Stamford Bridge, they just ran riot.
Yeah, man.
They're calling for the young blood because they've got young blood on the pitch, and these guys are pretty talented. But he was adamant. He stayed with the old Gardens, and West Ham lit their lips and went, "Well, you're going to stick with what you got. We're going to score a few more goals."
yeah. I think it's a harsh lesson for West Ham to learn this one, wasn't it? I think for me, it's been a very, very tough season of transition for Moyes when he lost his captain, and it's quite rare for hearing a manager coming out and saying how much they missed a player that they had to lose in the summer. Luckily for my lot, we've managed to have that man in our squad, but let's not underestimate what a job Moyes has done over at West Ham. To pick up a trophy is a heck of an achievement, but this season has been a really rough ride. And
I thought
you might be right.
European League would give them a sort of an uplift because European football is okay, one step away from the Champions League, but it's still pretty dated. And when you play teams like Bayer Leverkusen and that, and you can learn from that. He hasn't.
Yeah, and like you say, maybe it's not a bad shout for, like you said, some of the older players or the older guard, if you want. It might be time for them to make a move along and. For West Ham to upgrade themselves a little bit. Look, they've got some really good players amongst them. I think James Ward-Prowse is amongst the very best midfielders in the country, I think. But perhaps a little bit more fire and a little bit more protection around the back, and they may be back to sort of last season's levels for me. It's not all doom and gloom for West Ham. Maybe a new appointment of the manager might work out well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the chap who used to be in at Wolves. I don't think had the greatest time over there, but maybe this time it might work better for him.
Yeah, it could do. It's just it all depends who's going to stay, because I don't think Paquet's going to be there. I think he's going to be moved on.
He's going to Man City, isn't he? Unless they get their ties cut by anything on the FA side of things.
Yeah, well, we're still waiting for that. I mean, if everyone else has been done, why haven't they been done yet? Oh, because they've got lawyers in their pockets and they're making every loophole possible to try and prolong it as they can.
Okay, we're going there.
Money boys. They've got money to buy lawyers, haven't they? You got to think about it.
They have, but
they have the best lawyers in the country or the best lawyers abroad. They don't have anyone in there.
Here's the
to
thing
try and prolong it as long as they can.
Of course, and that's what they're doing. But
the Premier League are going to be the big dogs. They may go and they go, no, hold on.
Do you want me to respond or?
Sorry.
Right. Okay. So it's something that's always been in the back of my head since it all come out and everything. What I try and be as patient and try and be as realistic as I can, and I always try and think, look, there is a reason why it's taking so long. It's because it's so many charges and everything. It's not as clear cut and as easy. That's the easiest, that's the best word to use. It's not as easy as going through a couple of odd charges like Forest have done, like Everton have done, because there's so many of it. But they have to go through it all completely thoroughly. Whether or not, no, I would imagine, hearing Scudamore's comments the other day, that it's going to be any day where we're going to hear all of a sudden breaking news of Sky Sports News that Manchester City have been ... this, and I mean it ain't a way for anyone to want to pick up a trophy or anything like that. And the retrospective things, no, I'm not necessarily a big fan of, but I would hope it gets dealt with, certainly in terms of this season. And look, I kind of still think we could still pick up the trophy without any help. But you know what I'm getting at.
Of course.
If they've broken all these rules, and there's a fair few of them, they need to be dealt with in the best possible way.
I mean, people say points in the right way to go and that, but yeah, points is the right way to go, because teams like the Lutons, the Brentfords of this world won't be able to do the fines.
Yeah.
But Man City, if you say, we charge you 2 mil or whatever, that's no pocket change. They could do that. So
they'll say keep the change, wouldn't they?
Yeah. So points for everyone is the fairest way, because there's clubs that can't compete and there's clubs that can compete with fines. So you've got to find a balance, which is okay. We'll just do the same for everyone. Points off.
Yeah.
115 charges. If they've got to go for a fine to come, is it going to be a point deduction for every charge? Is it going to be 115, or are they going to go down to division? What's this way?
Let's look at it from the point of view of Forest and Everton, shall we? So they, I believe, aren't Forest on the 4-point deduction, maybe for a few discretions or whatever. So let's use that.
That was upheld yesterday. Monday they said, 4 points are staying.
Right. Okay. So if that's the case on an odd charge or two, so 4 times 115. We'll just do the maths. Oh look, see you later. And they're on League 2. Ta-da. No, obviously that's not going to happen.
It'd be nice to see it though if Juventus could do it and get done for stuff like that.
Do you know that had gone through my head as
Even
well?
though they cheated, it's more than cheat, but it's still the same sort of thing.
Exactly.
But
at the end of the day,
Forest is stupid, right? The reason I think Forest should have been upheld is because they had a chance to sign. They had a chance beginning of the season to sign to get rid of Johnson. Right, Brentford went in for him with a big price, and so did someone from Italy. I can't remember who it was, but so they matched the price, and they went, nah. We'll get more money for him. We'll take the hit, and we'll get more money for him. So in my eyes, that's cheating. Where you're not selling him when you had the chance to sell him and keep yourself afloat. Yeah, you decided to take the charge to sell him for more money. So I'm glad they thought, you know what, a minute, 4 points, that's staying put. Because that's cheating. They could have got rid of him and stayed out of FFP and all that. They didn't. They decided to hold him for more money and get more money from Tottenham. But they were already in the red by then.
Look, I'm not going to sit in this podcast and say that I'm completely comfortable with talking about all these rules and all these bits and pieces because frankly I don't have a lawyer big enough to cover my back if I say something wrong, right? But what I will say is that it does sound like this situation, and it probably needs to be sorted out before we go to the last weekend.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, doesn't it just taint everything that would follow either way?
We think about it, all these big companies, BT or TNT and Sky Sports, put a load of money in for the final day of the season of the Premier League. This all their money goes into the skitty for the final day and give it to the FA Premier League to show the final day. If there's not anything overhanging on the final day, they're going to go, well, we'll take our money elsewhere then. Until we know this team's going down, this team's win the league or whatever. If they don't know that, then they're going to take the money elsewhere and go, you know what, Premier League's nothing. It's tainted, and that will put Premier League in the biggest spotlight.
Beep.
Edible.
Yeah.
The biggest spotlight available, making it a shammy league.
We shall see. We shall see.
And Premier League are hanging on a tightrope as it is of their rules and that. If they make it any worse, that's going to be a big spotlight, and they're going to be made laughing stock of Europe if they don't get this right.
I agree. They do need to. We need to. Yes.
They'll be like a big laughing stock.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think a car just went past me.
Yeah, I think obviously outside.
Yeah, John, do you want to give your thoughts on the Chelsea versus West Ham game? Then we'll move on to
Cole Palmer, what can I say? He's back again and he's been fantastic all season. He really has. I mean, West Ham, I just haven't on the just as long as they came on the football pitch with a flop song with a fat cigar. You know what I mean? That's all they are. I mean, look, David Moyes, right? I mean, look, he wasn't going to sign a new contract. He's never ever going to sign a new contract. Let's be real. And I'm not being funny, right? But David Moyes has done a lot for West Ham United. And
Fucker.
his own amazing there. But West Ham's been poor, I'm not going to lie. But Chelsea, clipped at the right time. Cole Palmerston up for it. Conor Gallagher up for it, you know. Nicholas Jackson, right? He's got a lot of stick by the Chelsea fans. I mean, I don't think he's that great, but next season...
He's got a lot of stick, he did.
And he's going to be up there. I think Nicholas Jackson's going to be fine, given time. Hopefully that this could be the season next season, but you got to give him time. He's young, he's 21, and he's scored more goals than Drogba this season, his first season. Yeah. But it'll come better. I mean, he's come better. Right, but I still think Chelsea needs a 9. They still need another striker for experience. They need experienced players over the pitch. Mudryk, next season is going to be telling for him. And I think Caicedo and Hernandez, Enzo Hernandez, it needs to be clicking very quickly. But
I mean,
Reece James come back.
That Memella's only played 19 minutes for Chelsea this season.
Who's that?
They bought for 60, didn't they? 60 million or something. And because they bought him, obviously
money well spent.
Chelsea, he's only played like 16 minutes or so, hasn't he? He didn't play a lot, has he?
Money well spent, not. Yeah. But they need to get him back. I don't think Casado's lit up any trees this season either. For the money that's spent on Casado, he's not lit up any trees either.
He's had a bit of a nightmare, to be fair, hasn't he?
Yes,
Not good.
Different levels.
If Chelsea got this mentality of too many egos in the camp. If there's too many egos in that camp that make them off the ball at some point, and then they're not on the same page, they're fighting for their own like sort of agenda. Because it seems like some of the times when I watch Chelsea, not all the time, obviously minus Sunday, you see them and they're playing for themselves. They're not playing as a team.
Yeah.
If you've seen it, I mean, I might be shooting that gun and looking at the game far too much, but I see them fighting their own positions, fighting their own egos. It's like they're not gen as one. One of them might be. But it seems that the egos are taking over what they can do on the pitch because they are class players, all of them. But it seems like they're not playing as a unit.
I know what you mean, but it's going to take time for Chelsea to get it right. Pochettino's got to be staying next season. 110% needs to stay because I tell you what, he will come good. He'll get it right. But if you're going to keep changing managers, it's not going to do any good at all whatsoever. So for me, keep Pochettino 110%, and then hopefully, things will get better for him.
Yeah, and they're not. I mean, Chelsea. I mean, if Chelsea go looking elsewhere, there's not a lot of managers out there that are as good as Poch, because they wanted a job. I mean,
there's no one out there.
Well, we like to have Ancelotti and all that. He ain't leaving Real Madrid for love or money. Ancelotti's settled in there. He's getting a good paycheck. He's got one of the best squads in the world. He ain't leaving. You can wish Ancelotti all you want, but he ain't going nowhere. And there's no one else out there. There's no one else. People talk about, Zidane could come into the Premier League. No, I don't think Zidane would even hit the ground running because he's not played the Premier League before. He don't know what the league's like. He'd be a failure as well. So I think at the moment, the only thing that needs to look for a new manager is probably United, and then get everything settled back. Go back to basics for United and work way up. Chelsea have got the squad there. Keep Poch. Go into the summer. look at what you've available, go into pre-season, get the things right, and then let the ground running with Poch. But Man United need to go back to basics. I think Man United do.
Last
You made an excellent point there. Sorry, I'll be real quick. I'll be 30 seconds. So, excellent point on Pochettino. He's got a lot of work to do over at Chelsea through a lot of old managers, players, and stuff like that. He's got a lot of people to sort of get their financial fair play people away from him, to be honest with you. But you're absolutely right. Pochettino's the right person to keep Chelsea going in the direction they want to go to. Absolutely, 100%.
I think so.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, listen, I'm going to have to go because I've got my tea ready. And
I've got to have my tea.
Sorry about that, guys. And
socials.
I'm going to give you my shout outs as well. We'd like the video like what you watch. It's John Sinclair TV. I just posted it out there as well. So please subscribe to me podcast. I just hit 7,500 plus.
Nice.
And I do match reviews, previews, wrote a podcast short, do little clips as well, vlogs as well, and recorded shows. So please help us out for that, guys. And just like and subscribe, really. And just go for it.
Yeah, big up to you, John.
Yeah, John. Yeah, man.
It's always a pleasure talking to you, John. Well done, mate. Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed, guys. Stepsy, Orest, and Lee as well. Bless your channels. Do follow the guys as well. And thank you so much for having us on, guys. And Harry, if you're watching me, thank you so much for having us on as well too.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, no, boys. Come on.
Yeah, up to you, John.
Take care, guys.
Cheers, John.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, sorry. Yeah. Wow. Mate.
Oh my word.
Mate. Mr.
Where do you start?
Where do we start, mate? Mate. I mean, look. Little pun about how many chances? This could be like 6-2, 7-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spurs. I think it's a difficult task for them to go to Anfield and something, but listen, they were just on it. But Spurs, whenever they're trying to retain possession, they just seem to lose it, and not do anything. So, mate,
it's a great point. Every time they seemed to lose possession, it was literally one pass and Liverpool were in, and it kept on happening all through the game. I mean, credit to Spurs for keeping it down to 4. To be fair, I'm sorry, and I'm not having a pop at you at all. I'm not, but oh dear, it was a real tough watch. There were some screamers of goals in there. They were all sort of. I mean, the Elliott's one, for example, comes out to my head straight away.
If they wouldn't move his head out of the way, but I mean, you're not going to put your head in the way of that, are you?
Exactly, but I mean, defending all the way. I mean, there's an unchallenged header in there. I think without having anything written in front of me, I think it was Gakpo's header that exposed everyone in the centre half department. And if you think about Robinson's goal, where he was up there supporting the attack up on that left-hand side, which we know he is.
What was being out there? It was nice to see.
He's fantastic at doing that, and then his reactions to jumping onto a loose pass, and that's or a loose save sort of thing. So he's got the quality to put it up.
He knows how to read the game, Robertson. I think he's got that mouse, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit of experience in him as well. And experience enough for a player to know the defensive side and the attacking side of it as well. Anything else you want to add on the Spurs goals?
I was just saying Tottenham's midfield was non-existent for most of that game. Endo and that were pretty much in control of that. And Newcastle were pretty much in control of that midfield. I don't see much Tottenham could do with that midfield. But, it bypassed the midfield quite a lot. And if Liverpool went forward, McAllister and the in midfield would burst forward a little bit more to support the front foot too, and it just worked. And the midfield was non-existent for Tottenham. When Madison came on, but he looked lost.
He's been in a lot of Spurs fans will tell you that Madison's started the season extremely well, but the last part of it, I think he's really come off the boil.
Yeah,
and it's really strange. I don't understand it myself because he was always so consistent for Leicester. Harry goes, I tuned into the wrong part as a Spurs fan. He's laughed in the chat. That's quite funny. But yeah, you're right. They couldn't seem to get any sort of control in the middle of the park. I will give them a smidge of credit, right? Because they did make a bit of a fight of it, and Richarlison did score a very nice goal to make it 4-1. Do you want to go through that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's when Liverpool they sort of had 4 goals already. They sort of
they're already half in the change room. Yeah,
sort of thought things would be okay. They doubted about in defence a little bit. I mean, Virgil van Dijk's he's a Disney character at the moment, the way he's playing. But it's just I just think they just switched off at the wrong point, and Richarlison thought, you know what, I'll score a goal, I'll make it interesting.
Exactly, and not only did they get one back, they got another one back from Sonic
quite quickly,
very quickly. And they thought, we've halved the deficit, lads. Come on, we'll go 4-4. Nah, not quite.
It was strange though, because Liverpool went to see first goal. I thought you thought they'll tighten up a little bit of shit, but they I mean, yeah, give Spurs a bit of credit. They did keep fighting, and it's nice to see a team that's knows they're on to a hiding, but makes it not hiding, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
We get spanked here. If we can sort of put up a fight here, they won't get as many. But like I said, it could have been 6, 7. But luckily for Tottenham, they kept it down to only 2 goal swing. So credit to them where it's due.
Absolutely,
Liverpool did look good that day.
Exactly.
After a bad month and a half, Liverpool finally
it has been
something out.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, it's to be fair, Spurs have had a rough little patch as well. But look, at the end of the day, where do we think Spurs are at? I think that's a really interesting point to ask as an Arsenal fan. Where do we think Spurs are at?
When Pochettino was asked a question the other week, they said to him, "Oh, if you were offered this at the start of the season, would you took it?" And he goes, "No."
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, where's he going with this? He goes, "No," because he goes, I want to be here. I want to be first, or first at least. Which, okay, yeah, fair enough. But the way he said it, and the arrogance that came with him being Aussie doesn't help.
Yeah,
it doesn't help with the arrogance, right? The way he come across was like, yeah, but Podge, this is your first job in English football. You ain't gonna get first. And Tottenham won the trophy in years. You can't immediately go, yeah, we should. No, I wouldn't take it. We should finish first. Where you are is a credit for what you've done and what Tottenham have done this season. But there's no way you're going to finish in the top 3. You not your first season there.
Yeah, I get.
The arrogance showed a little bit too much then when he said, "Oh no, I expect to finish first." I'm thinking, mate, hold your horses. You're making a laugh of yourself being Aussie didn't help you with arrogance. I'm laughing at you now. Saying you're going to finish. You want to finish first.
Just be really careful. My sister-in-law's Australian, so watch it.
Yeah, but there's arrogance and there's being Aussie. He was being arrogant.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're an Aussie and being arrogant, it doesn't come across very well. If he just said, "No, I like to finish first," that was my aim. I'd been fine with it. But the arrogance that he showed, with it, go, "No, I want to finish first." That's all we were hoping for. Then it comes across a bit, mate. You are first season in the Premiership. You played. You were at Celtic. Fair play. Anyone can walk in Celtic and win the Championship. I could.
My high line worked well against Ross County.
I
don't know what you're talking about. No, I know what you mean.
That's the thing. And he came across a bit arrogant. I don't mind the bloke, but when he says things like that, and I'm thinking, it's your first season of the Premiership. Yeah. Give yourself a fucking arse first. Give yourself like a pressure test of it, because you're not going to go down. You're a good team. And give you a pressure test of the Premier League, then answer the question, not think I should finish first.
Yeah. But I just think the stubbornness from himself. Really. We know how he is. Like in matches, he will keep the high line football that he does, and that's it. Really, he's a stubborn man.
He's not very emotional either. His hands in pockets and just stands there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the last game.
After you want to go there.
Hey, here we go.
No,
What a
I was
performance!
fair. He's showing face tonight because on Blues Brothers, the Wolfie Division podcast, he didn't show his face. Did you?
It's probably quite difficult for him. Let's give him a chance.
My camera was technical difficulties, but
Technical difficulties on Wolfie's podcast. Yeah, go on. Before yours.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna go rewind a bit. Last week against Burnley after the match, a certain manager said we played the most attacking football, dynamic football.
Really?
All this nonsense, and it was 1-1 against Burnley at Old Trafford. And then 4-0 to Palace. We're making Mateta look like Prime R9. We're making Olise and Eze so much space. But then people want to talk to me about Johnny flipping Evans.
But you should talk about Onana. He was awful as well.
Listen, no, he could have done better than half of his goals, but
He was a lot better, to be fair.
Casemiro looked like one of those geezers you find in the kebab shop.
Casemiro, he's looking for his pre-45, isn't he?
Mate, he's the type of
Poor
guy.
lad.
Performance against Palace. That's the type of guy you would find in the work in the kebab shop, mate.
He was awful. He gave the ball away far too many times and left people to run at him. He was awful.
What a performance from him for the first time he's ever been captain for Man United.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot he was
Eric Tenard.
I forgot about that.
Sorry, mate.
I actually forgot.
He's this close to losing his job, by the way, Eric Tenard. Because for me, what he's doing is just absolute foolishness. And
he's just looking. Casemiro just looking for a paycheck.
Is the thing staying out for the games that's annoying us. And yeah, listen, the dad, man, fair play. Oliver Glasner, man, I have to give him credit where it's due. What a man! There's a coach there at Crystal Palace. There's actually
They've got a good man there. They've got a very good man there.
Listen, we absolutely, mate, Mateta, man, fuck, we made him look at right on end.
Yeah, Mateta have a good bit. He looks fucking decent against you.
I mean, Nathaniel Klein looked pretty good at right back as well. So.
No, supposed to be thinking of playing Man U every week.
But
that's kicking him when he's down. It's not on, is it?
Can we play you? Can we play you? Can we play you every week? Can we play you every week?
I don't need to hear this. Well, it will come back to bite me on Sunday. It really will.
I was going to talk about that. Listen, if I'm being honest here, we got Arsenal Sunday, which will probably lose, and then we play Newcastle.
So pessimistic. I love it.
Pessimistic. I'm being really
very pessimistic.
It's called realistic.
But no, even when you say, "Oh, we'll lose to Luton, we'll lose to Palace, we'll lose to Barney, we'll lose to..."
I've got another United fan I know really well, Martin Jeffries, who's my old colleague at work. It's exactly the same.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I can't wait to lose to this lot next week.
I tell you what, I did love this is Mark Goldbridge. His rant the other day.
I saw it.
He's funny, that bloke. He really lets it rip.
He's a great performer, as Goldbridge, actually.
He really is, yeah.
The guy's a Forest fan, man. Oh, man.
Wow!
No, the best thing is Luton, Barney, Trafford. That was never a foul. Luton done it against Burnley. That was never a foul. Luton, Barney, Trafford.
Get out! Get out!
I don't want to hear that guy's name because we're my Goldbridge. When someone's turn out, he says on the stream, "Oh, you guys just hate him. Oh, you just hate him." No, we're allowed to have our opinion, and if we think our manager's not enough. But listen, for me, I don't want to keep having this new manager cycle because it's getting boring now. For me, we all know being the manager of Manchester United is the most difficult job in the world. For me, the most difficult job in the world. And
I'll just tune up my violin. Hold on.
Yeah, but you do your violin. But for me, I don't want Thomas Tuchel. For me, I despise that manager. I think for me, one problem is he has a lot of fallouts with players. For me, Thomas Tuchel. So De Zerbi, I wouldn't mind because he's actually a coach, which I could see him trying to do at United. He would actually coach the team. I know he's not doing well at the second half of the season, we could argue that he's not doing well. But
We're
for me,
back.
bro, when I
We're
look
back.
at
Where's Orest?
we've lost steps, you know.
Yeah, go on. No, come here.
But there we go. No, you're back. But yeah, like I said about Zerbi, he would be the
StreamYard
ideal
guys.
to coach the team for me. So Zerbi is the only one which I see as a coach. So listen, for me, I want these players gone. So half of these players need to go. Like for me, Johnny Evans, get out, mate. Don't care that your wife works for NETV.
He's
get
on
out,
special.
Mate. Get out.
50% off.
Get out. Yeah. Casemiro, go to Saudi, mate. Go to Saudi, Casemiro, mate. Casemiro can go. Varane can
It's a shame because in his day he was a quality player. Let's be fair. In his day he was quality. He just had a real bad.
Real
day in the
Madrid
office
must
the
have
other
seen
night.
something though by letting him go. Real Madrid
Yeah,
must
I
have seen
agree.
something in him to let him go.
I agree.
Listen, we're losing. I don't see a win in our next 3 games, by the way. So Arsenal, Newcastle, Brighton.
You see a win?
No wins. I don't see a win in those 3.
So
You go with
if that's the,
you go with the FA Cup. You go with the FA Cup.
that's what I was going to ask.
You go with the FA Cup. Oh, so you going with the FA Cup?
Yeah, we are.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice, easy peasy.
I think most Man United fans are going to stay home for that.
Mate, listen. I mean,
I think you get a ticket.
Looking
though.
for
I
Eric
think,
Van Haal's
I
army.
think you get a ticket for Man United to see FA Cup because I think most Old Trafford
someone
fan base stay at home.
I said, someone did try today. I got a DM saying, "Do you want to go to the game?" I was like, "No, mate. No, I'm all right, mate."
You
No,
can
no.
because most Man United fans are going to stay at home.
I've had Man U fans saying, "No, I can't come on your stream because I'm too depressed."
Oh shit!
Right. For me, I don't hide, because last season
Fair play to you, mate.
there's a stream on my channel that I did 7-0 straight after the Liverpool game. So I don't hide. Like win, lose or draw, I'm here. And
We're always here, all of us,
when
aren't
I
we?
say when I say something true, I get comments say, "Oh, you got an agenda." Listen, I don't have no agendas here. When I say something about a comment about a player, it's how I see it with my eyes. So, listen, I don't know what your guys' thoughts on this match, but for me, I don't see how Ten Hag survives next season. Unless, if we're looking at India's perspective, they want to give him another chance with a structure and all this nonsense. But I just don't know how he survives, really. I really don't.
I think it's been really tough for him, but I think that the reason he's still in the job is because he has managed to get to the FA Cup final. The league form obviously has been erratic, and obviously they're conceding goals like it's going out of fashion. And I think it's quite clear why that's happening. The goalkeeper can't even catch a cold. Maguire and Evans is a partnership made in heaven, obviously, and even Maguire can't get on the field because he's now injured. And so they're having to put poor Casemiro, who didn't. There's a great clip going around X. I don't know if you see. He's like going around like this, not knowing which way to go. It's so funny. But in seriousness, this is going to come back.
I've seen that earlier.
But that's absolutely going to come back to bite me on Sunday. So I'm going to have to be really careful. But yeah, a big
You're quietly
changes.
confident, though, aren't you? You're quietly confident.
So when it comes to Old Trafford, no, I'm not necessarily because I'm scarred. As an Arsenal fan, as an old school Arsenal fan, I'm scarred. I'm very much of thinking of the Fergie era in my head, and I still think of going up there and getting turned over.
And Ruud van Nistelrooy sort of scoring a couple of goals after being pushed by Keown, then goes and scores.
Exactly, good times. But
yeah.
Absolutely. Martin Keown doing Martin Keown things. It was a good time. But no, you're making a great point. Obviously, it's been difficult. I mean, Ten Hag, does he survive? Does he not? And if he does go, who comes in? Southgate might be available, guys.
That's $1 million question. Who comes in? That is $1 million question.
I'm loving Southgate instead.
Oh, Jesus, it can't be, surely.
Lighters in the air, everybody.
Oh, Southgate can't go United, surely.
He's not even going to come back on stream. No, I've done him.
You'd have a torrid time. Southgate going to United, that would be a torrid time.
It would be, wouldn't it?
It needs to be.
It could even manage Middlesbrough.
It needs to be someone that's got a cool head and harsh reality. Someone that's got the biggest shoulders on his back and goes, you know what? I'll fucking take this job. I'll fucking ship him up.
Sorry, Harry, for the language on this stream here, mate. I'm trying to keep it in order, but it's not working, is it?
I think for United, it needs to start for the boardroom.
Yeah.
Boardroom needs to be in order. Sport director needs to be in order. Manager needs to be in order. Then everything goes rosy on the pitch. Until then, it's going to go shit, shape, and show.
And it ain't going to change anytime real quick either. Sorry, I'll hand it over. Go ahead.
I was just saying we need to have a clear out in the squad as well. So let's not forget.
Talking of that, I might have to go soon.
They're talking sport that if they get it in order quickly, it could be 5 years. If it's not in order very soon, it could take 10 years.
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? With United, it's never been the same since Fergie went. And I felt that Fergie knew that when he left Old Trafford, that he knew that was the right time for him to go because of the he kind of thought, okay, so I've got over the line this time, but some of these players aren't quite going to have the longevity that some of the others will do, and perhaps that's what made him think, look, maybe I will call it a day now, and we've all had, I've had it with my lot, so I know what you mean. I know what it's like.
Well, yeah. Oh, so tell you what, if Rannick takes over the German job, you can have Klopp, yeah?
No. But yeah, anyways, we're going to wrap up now. That's the game.
Awesome.
Nah, mate. Listen, Klopp, keep him fine. Listen, let Klopp do whatever. If he wants to take the international job, anyways, we're going to wrap up. Let's get people to shout their socials. Back up to you, Lee. Where can we find you?
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being up here on the stream today, guys. My name is Gooner Lee Meads, Lee Meadows, also known as Gooner Gathering. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. Just type in Gooner Gathering. That's where you can find me. Posh Bertie, I think, will be on the stream tomorrow doing Football Manager 2024. We'll have a preview stream of the game at Old Trafford on Friday, and we'll be doing the live match, as we call it, the chat along, on Sunday afternoon. Hope you can take the time to join us then. And thanks for having us again. Cheers.
No worries. And that's you on Instagram?
Yeah, you can find me on most streams. You can find me on, obviously, Orest Talks Football on Fridays. Obviously, Harry's stream, Harry's Sky Football. Thanks for having me on again, Harry. Bless you. Big up to yourself. You can find me on Hanno's Coach's Corner. Big up Hanno and the boys over there. Big up to Tyler and his dad for doing the Hatters content on Hatter Show on Tyler Seaboy TV. And see me on Wolfware C, Bants and the boys. And also on Wolfgang Division. You can see me on there sometimes. Obviously, I was on there the other night and didn't show his face, but we understand why, technical difficulties and all that. Otherwise, Instagram, Stepsy Boy, or Twitter, or X, Elon Musk calls it X, it says Boy 82.
Yeah, big up yourself. If you want to find me, guys, YouTube, Orest Football, I'll be live tomorrow on my own channel, 8 p.m. UK time, and Friday as well, so 2 streams in a row. And Instagram, Instagram, Orest Talks Football, Twitter, Orest Talks Footy. Tomorrow will be a review of the weekend, and then Friday will be the big one, the preview, the game week preview. So, listen, Stepsy friends, but we'll see. We'll see if any Arsenal fans will be there on Friday. Yeah.
I'll be there after my exploits out in Canberra Road on Friday.
Yeah, but listen, big up to you, Barney. So big up.
Yeah, big up Barney and big up.
I'll be in Spain. Yeah, no worries. Big up to everyone in the comments. Cameron, Emma, and John. Yeah, big up to everyone in the comments that's contributed. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Ultimately,